You want to sit him? You want to play him? You want to cut him? You want to say arrivederci and take the money and eat it? What do you want to do?
This is a team that is short on bodies, so just
236 games, 21 homers. And I don't want to pick on him. I'm not trying to pick on him. The bottom line is, here's the part that I think is worse. It's not even his at-bats. It's that he sends this feeling of ineptitude to the entire team. He's almost like the poster boy for them to do bad. It's like there's no life when he's there.
No, when he gets up to the plate in a key situation, you expect the worst.
You do, I think that you'd rather just see a young player playing than to see him play. That's the problem. Listen, you know this. If he wasn't making big money, he'd be gone. So, I mean, the only thing holding him here is his contract. But when do you say enough? When do you not throw good at bats after bad money? Because that's what it's really come to.
Yeah, Mets have two of these guys. You got Bay and Ike, even though you hope that.
But Ike's a kid. Ike's a kid. You're not paying Ike, $15 million a season.
Agreed. It's just that you have the same situation. You wonder out loud, how long can they continue going down this track before you pull the plug?
Well, Ike got himself a big at bat in the ninth inning. That was a big hit. That's the biggest hit Ike's had all year. So his last at bat was a step in the right direction.
Yeah, you could have used a few of those from some other guys in that game. Bay,
Bay with the bases loaded was an enormous at bat.
Wright also in that inning could have broken it open.
But again, Wright's, listen, you can't get on him. He's done enough.
No.
But Bay's got to advance the baseball there, advance the runners, and just hit the baseball in that spot.
Yeah, Bay sits down for so long, and you start asking the question, well, maybe it changes for him karma-wise when he comes back, and then he gives you nothing but reason to believe that nothing's changed after watching.
If I'm the Mets, I would seriously now start to look to match Headache with another player, where I'll match up salary. If I'm not going to make this a salary thing anymore for the Mets, what I do now if I'm Sandy Alderson is I match up Headache for Headache. Let me find a player who is almost the same amount of money, who somebody else is carrying who can't stand that player, and see if I can maybe change locations on the two players and see if it maybe helps the two players.
I wouldn't be opposed to it because it's long enough, Mike. Right. It's just gone on too long.
I think maybe it would help Bay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Maybe
totally
it would
agree.
help him to have a clean slate somewhere. We know this is a financial issue. We know that, okay? We understand that. The Mets don't want to cut and have no player for that money, but it comes a point where you just have to understand you're throwing bad at bats after money.
That's and you're also talking about a guy who now will become a lightning rod
for everything bad.
Yeah,
he's going to get booted. You can't bring him home. He's going to get booted every at bat.
See, he's gotten a long stick on this only because he plays hard, he cares, he's trying and all of that. Yet you reach the point where it's unavoidable. He's just going to get killed in this city.
He just went 0 for 11. I mean, it's sad. It really is. I mean, maybe give him these 3 games in Tampa and say, listen, if it's 0 for 20, we're going to have to do something.
Right, which is what everybody's been saying all along. Well, we'll give him this series. We'll give him, these 3 games or this next series, and it just isn't working.
No, and you're not going to play him now against right-handed pitching when you're going to hold someone like Neuenhuis out of the lineup. You're not going to do that. Already, I think you're looking at a platoon at best. Here's Mr. Met.